Brothers and sisters, please welcome Ray Pacino and the Governor of Puerto Rico.
Good afternoon. Hope you had some great workshops this morning. Yeah. Well, I promised you I'd bring the governor here this afternoon, and the governor has been gracious enough to join us and add to the success of this regional conference for us here at LIUNA. And it is my great pleasure this morning to introduce Governor of Puerto Rico. One of the most critical ways to build power is to partner with those in elected office who share our values, and Governor Rosselló is that partner. He has come to office in difficult and tumultuous times, both in terms of politics and the economy. But Governor, we're here at LIUNA. We have great faith in your intellect and ability to bring official stakeholders together to bring a brighter, better path to the people of this beautiful island. And without further ado, I'm going to present to you the Governor of Puerto Rico.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Pacino. Thank you all for this invite. Before I get started, let me just make this clear. No, I am not the junior staff of the governor. I am actually the governor of Puerto Rico. Some people always wonder. But I'm very glad and very happy to welcome you here to Puerto Rico. Having LIUNA have here their regional conference is very significant for us. In part because since you have established a link here in Puerto Rico, your leadership has made sure that our elected officials are well aware of who you are and what your needs are. And I don't want to just give lip service to what I'm saying. There's evidence to support this. We had the great opportunity to meet with some of your leadership about a year ago and talk about some of your concerns, some of the areas of opportunities, and had several meetings. And of course, we recognize at the local level some of the challenges that we have for workers and construction workers in particular. So they came to us with certain suggestions. Suggestion number one, that we would embark in a path where there would be a higher minimum wage for construction workers on projects that were based on the government. Initiative number two, that the cement that we are utilizing in that construction from the government is made for in Puerto Rico so that we can foster the local economy and push this element forward. And in the third element, would be the agreements between labor and those that are investing in infrastructure so that we can have a detailed plan forward that would best benefit both sectors in this effort. So in first regards, I am happy to state that based on our executive order number 26, effective this year, we have increased to more than $8 the minimum wage of construction workers that are working in government. Now, I know there is still a path forward, and we're still working on it. We have a minimum wage task force that is working in all different sectors of society to take a strong look at how we can start increasing minimum wage in Puerto Rico in different areas, and at the same time, foster economic growth, which will create a positive cycle between the two. So, although we've taken steps further, we recognize that there's still more work to be done. On the second front is the purchasing of the cement that is generated here in Puerto Rico. There is a law already in place in Puerto Rico for that now. It hasn't been executed. So I will, and it's a commitment I'm making with you, we will make an executive order to make sure that the law is the law and that it gets seen through so that we can actually get results from that specific petition. And thirdly, in terms of the efforts to have a consensual agreement, so pushing forward so that we can see the best interest of the labor force and of those that are investing in Puerto Rico. I am happy to say that we are working with several task forces right now because I think the opportunities for growth, particularly in the construction business, are enormous here in Puerto Rico in the coming years. And I would like to say a few words about that. A few days ago, we had our first public-private alliance summit in Puerto Rico, where we've identified over 30 projects, many of them infrastructure-based, construction-based projects. And we've established an aggressive timeline for the next 3 years so that we can gain about $5 billion in investment, which will create about 100,000 jobs in Puerto Rico in that area. And that we want to make sure that we are on the right path with this and that we establish a suitable platform for labor and for those that want to invest in Puerto Rico. So my commitment there is that we'll be working with Edison, with John, with Rick, and all your leadership so that we can make sure that we have the best possible platform for labor and for those who invest in Puerto Rico so that we can have the best conditions for all and we can push a path for Puerto Rico forward. So lastly, let me say this. We are a government that aspires not to be a great government, but aspires to have a great society. And we recognize that we can't do it all. We need different sectors to put into our efforts, labor, those that invest in the private sectors, those in the non-for-profit side, academia, all together to push forward for that great society. We have an open door policy in our government, and we want to continue the great work that LIUNA has already done in the short 2 years they've been in Puerto Rico, getting results already. So the results that I've mentioned aren't accredited to my administration. They're really accredited to your leadership, to the effort that they've done, and we look forward to establishing a better path for Puerto Rico together. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to Puerto Rico, and may God bless you all.